the LA Fit Expo 5% Nutrition booth with Chanel. Chanel, how are you?
I'm okay, thanks. How are you?
We got to hear about this new clothing line. Everybody's saying and talking about it. Chanel's got a great new clothing line coming out. Plug away. I want to hear all about it.
So the premise behind the line is basically Rich's mentality of taking every negative and turning it into a positive no matter what. So the clothing line name is Positively Evil. Now, evil is spelled a little funny because if you take a selfie or you look in the mirror while you're working out, it actually says love. So evil is the word love backwards. Okay. So it's taking a negative, turning into a positive. The V obviously on the shirt is significant because it represents Roman numeral 5 for 5%. So it's very much encompasses him and a lot of our life together. And I really just want to keep putting out there like positive affirmations, like positive thought process, and every shirt is going to have a positive affirmation on it, because when you're working out, you're out with your friends, you're wearing it, I want you to feel comfortable and confident in it, and when someone looks at you, I don't want them to have anything bad to think about you. I want them to look at you, look at your shirt and say, wow, that is so profound. Like, that really makes me think something positive, and to spread positivity, because there's so much negativity in the fitness community and just in public in general, just everywhere. It's so negative, and I'm like, I want to spread that love, that unity, that determination, that motivation, just inspiration to everybody. And I hope that when somebody looks at that, they kind of get like, well, what does that mean? It maybe get somebody to question somebody else about what does that mean, and spark something, just like 5% thing. I wanted that to keep going, keep provoking thought in people, and I think that that's really important.
And people, obviously, when 5% first came out, what did that mean? And once they knew the meaning, it caught on and it spread like wildfire. So hopefully the same happens with this. Where can they find the products? You got a site open yet?
Yes, so it's positivelyevil, EVOL.com.
And Chanel number 5 on Instagram, right?
_NO5.
With Chanel at the 5% Nutrition booth. Make sure you check out this clothing line, guys. Is it for men and women or just women?
Both men and women.
Men and women, so even I can fit into one of them. LA Fit Expo.
What's up, everybody? This is Louis Marco, aka the LUI, and this is Muscle Sport TV. Salute you wherever you are. Stay proper.
We're here at the Wings of Strength booth with the man himself, the boss man, Jake. Jake, how are you today?
Doing great, Joe. How you doing today?
Doing well. LA Fit Expo right here, day one. Of course, Linda Murray behind us. Wings of Strength is the only company that still recognizes female, not the only company, because we do as well, of course, but as far as putting shows on and everything. So how do you feel about how the series has been progressing over the years?
I think we've made a lot of headway. I absolutely admire and respect everybody in women's bodybuilding. I think it's a terrific sport. I think it's essential for our society nowadays to be able to accept that women can actually have muscle. Every time now, so many times you get guys out there that see a muscular girl and they say, oh, she wants to be a man, or that's a man. No, we got to change that stuff. That's BS, man. The girls love the muscle just like the guys do. They like to have it on them. They like to see it on other people, and I think they have an absolute right to do that. But I am absolutely thrilled with the growth of everything we've been doing here over the past many years. I appreciate all the cooperation we've got with Jim Mannion through the IFBB. Tim Gardner has been a wonderful promoter for us, as has Linda. Also, Ann and Jack Titone. Much appreciated from everybody there. Today we're sitting here, we got 6 of some of the best female bodybuilders in the world, and some of the best up-and-coming female bodybuilders in the world. We have Alina Popa, we have Sarah Aridia, we have Linda Murray, we have my daughter, who's back here. Also with us, we have Noelle Rockwell, and we have Christina Mendoza, who we've never worked with before. So just happy they're all here with us.
A lot of the big names in the division, of course, and it all culminates at the Rising Phoenix show, Wings of Strength, Rising Phoenix. That's going to be in September again this year?
Yes, it's going to be the second week of September. And we're also incorporating a show in Bucharest, Romania. We call it the Romania Muscle Fest. And it's in November, and it will be a qualifier that our 2018 November show in Romania will be a qualifier for the 2019 Olympia, and it's a pro qualifier too for all divisions of bodybuilding, like including women's bodybuilding. So
a lot of good stuff on the way. It's wingsofstrength.com is the website. .net, excuse me, wingsofstrength.net. We got to change that. Make sure. Jake, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thank you very much.
Like to welcome our newest sponsor here at Muscle Sport TV, and that is magicandmuscle.com, MAGICK and muscle.com. This is your one-stop shop for all your gym apparel and supplements. They have caps, as you can see right here. They have tank tops also. He's having t-shirts being made up. Our buddy Robert Martin from over there. And they're going to be sent here, and we'll show you them as soon as we get them. They're going to be hot off the press, but they got some great supplements here. This is a pre-workout, The Awakening. The Awakening. And here we have a recovery elixir, BCAAs. I'm going to enjoy. I got 2 of those. And now here we have thermogenic burn. That's your fat burner right there. And this is one that I'm going to enjoy more. Testosterone Conjure. Boost libido and performance. See what happens when you get old? You fucking need shit like this, and you need advertisers like this. All kidding aside, magicandmuscle.com. One-stop shop. You get your caps, you get your shirts, and you get your supplements.
Big Rob, representing Muscle Sport TV as brand ambassador. Come right at it.
Here at the LA Fit Expo with Robert Martin himself, the man behind magicandmuscle.com, sponsors of our coverage here at the LA Fit Expo. Robert, welcome.
Hey.
It's good to finally meet you. We've been speaking on the phone and doing a lot of emailing and stuff, but now we got to meet in person. You brought some of your gear here. I got one of his hats here.
You look good in that, buddy. Look at that.
I even look younger maybe. It kind of hides my nose a little bit.
20 years younger?
Yeah, I'll take it though. So where can they find your stuff? Give out that site and all the stuff. Because you got not only apparel, you got subs also.
Yeah, we got apparel, supplements. We got life coaching, personal training. We do a lot of internet stuff. I teach you how to grocery shop the right way, but you go to magicandmuscle.com. That's with the CK on Magic, because I went to a good school, but I just didn't learn spelling. So magicandmuscle.com. Find me at Magic and Muscle on Instagram and Facebook.com, Magic and Muscle. And we're also doing a fundraiser on Facebook to help the less fortunate populations afford training. Regardless of your politics, the Obamas did some good shit. They brought in good school lunches for kids. They brought in some good Whole Foods for family and lower income neighborhoods, but those folks still can't afford training. So I'm matching them dollar for dollar on those people that can't afford the training, so I can help get their minds right so they can find the confidence, feel empowered, and get back to work and do what they need to do to build a better life for their kids. So look us up on Facebook.com/Magic and Muscle and give to your heart's content.
That's pretty cool, though, that you're doing the fundraiser thing. Very unique and not the norm in any industry, let alone our industry. So what gave you that inspiration to do that?
Well, really what gave me I find that just a lot of people can't afford it. You know, good people that work hard every day, it's hard enough to find a trainer because they're excuses. But you find people who really need it the most to get their minds healthy, they just can't afford it. And that's what I love, regardless of your politics, on how the Obamas went in and they created good school lunches for the kids, even though a lot of that shit's going in the trash. Or they've got and evidence of that is in the 99-cent centers now. You can walk in the 99-cent center and they got aisles of produce and all sorts of really affordable stuff that cost you $4 or $5 at the grocery store. But those folks still can't afford good, wholesome personal training. And so that's what I want to do, is I want to provide them the life coaching, some mentorship, get their physical fitness back on track, to empower them to have a positive environment where they can control their thoughts, take deliberate intent action on those thoughts to mold, shape, create, and manifest the life of their dreams.
That's very noble of you. Robert is a MSM fan member. Robert Martin from Magic. That's MAGICK and ANDmuscle.com. Go there right now.
Feeling juicy.
And I'm going to do a shot. This young man here is getting married. Say hello.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Joey Bag of Donuts is getting fucking married. So get your drinks up, boys. Come on. We're going to do this a bit different, all right?
God.
Cheers. Here's to you, Guidos. I love you all.
Let's do it. I heard they light his tongue on fire. Oh.
Fucking.
Yeah, buddy.
Mondays suck, right? Well, they're a little bit better because we got Muscle Sport Radio on a fucking Monday. Every week, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Instagram Live at Muscle Sport Mag. You can check out the replay for 24 hours, but also we got the 3-camera angle going, so you can also see the feed if you miss it on our YouTube archives. Muscle Sport TV on YouTube. So either watch it live, watch the archive, or watch the replay. Just watch.
Officer Ashley Smith here, and I'm going to chat with you today about prep life while on patrol. Needless to say, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. You talk about time management, that's what it's all about. I work the C tour, that's 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., so I'm lucky enough that I can wake up early in the morning. I meal prep right then and there, whether it's I'm cooking new food or I'm packing my meals. So what I usually do for the cooking portion of it is usually every 3 to 4 days I'm cooking food. I cook up a bunch of chicken, turkey, fish, steak, whatever is in my meal plan at that time. I will cook it all up in the morning, put it in huge containers. Also my vegetables, I cook all of those up, broccoli, asparagus, put them in huge bins, and then I put them in the fridge. And every morning that I wake up before I go to the gym, I make my breakfast right then and there, which right now consists of egg whites and oatmeal. I'll cook that up, and while that's all cooking, I will do my meal prep for the day, which consists of packing all of my meals for shift. I do that every single day. Some people have enough meal containers and space in their fridge that they can meal prep for, you know, their whole week's tour. I unfortunately don't. So I like to pack it every day in the morning. It's fresh, it's ready to go. My mind's off of it. Then my next step is I go to the gym, get my workout in. I'm usually there for 2.5 hours. And so that way when I get home from the gym, I can quickly shower, get ready for work, pack my lunch pail, come right to work. The guys make fun of me. Before I just got my 6-pack bag, which I absolutely love. I'm not trying to endorse them or anything, but it's huge, so it fits all my meals in there. I used to carry 2 lunch pails every day and a huge jug of water with me and like 6 water bottles. That bag really actually helped with organization and keeping everything there, and I absolutely love it. I would love one in every color. So if y'all are looking to get me a gift, that would definitely be it. So I put my lunch pail right on top of my patrol bag, and I hook it in with its seatbelt because my bag is the most important. It has my meals in it. Then it's all about timing. I would say my meals go around 11, 1:30, between 4 and 4:30, between 6:30 and 7, and then between 9 and 9:30, and then my last meal is usually around 10:30 or 11. So I eat 6 times a day. Like I said, whatever meal plan that I'm on at that time. And the hardest part about eating those meals on patrol is what happens when I get a call. I am known, someone in my town actually has a picture of me driving on patrol with a chicken breast in my hand, literally eating it, going code to a call. So I am known as that person that eats on the go, and I do. Or I'll even quickly pull over the side of the road in a parking lot and just scarf something down really quickly, as quick as I can. But that's the hardest part about it, is because if you have a call, chances are you're not on time with those meals. And most people in their mind want to skip a meal then if they can't get it in, but that's not good for your body at all. You know, if you do it every once in a while because you have no choice, then it is what it is. But even if you took, you know, a meal, one of your meals, and followed it up with a protein bar, that's still 2 meals. So I tell all of my clients, make sure that they're getting their meals in, because it's about refueling, refeeding your body. It's about your muscle recovery and making sure that you are recovered before you go the next day to your next muscle group. And then you didn't eat properly, and you could potentially not only be not making gains, but you could potentially get yourself injured by not having the proper nutrition. So just make sure that you try to get them in as much as possible. Again, with the calls that you get, even if it's a long call, if you can just say to one of your wingmans, hey, can you give me like 5 minutes? I just got to run out and eat something really quick. I will tell you what, there have been times that I get hangry as a mother, and I mean, my guys know I'm very open with how I am in show prep. I'm very, you know, people ask me questions. They really actually are very interested and want to know, and they've seen how my mood gets, and I tend to get very quiet. I tend to get a little bit short, agitated. I just want to kind of sit in my car by myself. So they know, they're very supportive with, you know, hey, do you mind if I run to the car real quick and just grab something to eat? And they're like, absolutely, go ahead, do your thing. Funny story, there have actually been a couple times where, because in show prep, everything is very timed. Like, people don't understand it, but it is very, like, to the T timed. So, funny story is, end of my shift. Like I told you, my shift ends at 10. My last meal I had at like 9:15, I get a dead body call. And we all know how that is. We're like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the shift. Well, normally you would go take it, but your relieving shift, the one that's coming in after you, will hurry up and come and relieve you. At that exact same time, the relief shift is logging in, the town decides to blow up, and there are so many calls pending and in progress calls that they were unable to relieve us. So now I'm at this dead body call. As we know, we have to wait for the medical examiner, the district attorney's office, you know, the doctor. We have to find out the reason, make sure it's not a homicide, all this stuff. And I had my last meal. And I had to go do cardio because it was literally like 4 days before my first show ever. And I have no meals left in my car. I'm already held over an hour, and I can't skip cardio because most people would, but I can't. And the gym is about to close, and I had a meltdown. Straight up crying my eyes out. My sergeant had no idea what was going on or what to do. He made me sit in my car, and as soon as we were able to, he had me clear first. And I cried it was like a half-hour drive back to the station. I cried the entire way back, and I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, what is it? It's like tears are pouring down my face in full-fledged uniform. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, why am I so emotional? But it was absolutely insane. So, show prepping while working shift is quite interesting. It is not fun, but it's worth it. It's, you know, if it's something that you want to do, I say 100% do it, because to me it was worth it. I ended up doing very well. I'm hoping now going into this show prepping season, it's going to be, I already know what to expect, so hopefully it'll be a little bit easier. But you know, it is what it is. Like, there's some funny stories that come from it. You meet a lot of people, and a lot of people at my work have become so interested in it. None of them want to compete, but they just want to know like the science behind it and the diet and how it works, and you know, my opinion on the journey. And it's been quite exciting. So just wanted to kind of give you guys a little inside. Anybody that's on patrol or anyone that's about to do a show and they're wondering what it's like, that's just a little tidbit of, you know, how it is. And good luck. If you need anything, I'm here. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is Officer Ashley Smith.
Shut up and sit down.
but it's kind of the cousin of bodybuilding.
The big, strong, way prettier cousin. Yeah.
How did you first get involved in it?
I played football for a long time, and then when I was done with football, I wasn't quite ready to stop being an athlete, so a buddy of mine was doing Strongman. He came out and tried it, and it stuck pretty quickly.
How many years have you been competing?
I've been doing it for 4.5 years.
What's your next competition?
I just did a show 2 months ago in Texas, and I've got another one. I won that one, by the way. I got another one this month on the 30th in Manchester, England.
Oh, really cool. Now, considering this is Mr. Olympia bodybuilding, you guys always seem to have a great crowd around you guys. Everybody knows you guys, like Shore and them, so you guys really, not just physically, stand out in the crowd because of, I think, what you guys accomplish out there.
Yeah.
How do you like to feel that these fans relate to you that are here for bodybuilding, but see you and go, holy shit, I want to get a photo with him?
Well, we've got a different flavor, you know. I don't really look like a bodybuilder. It's a different game for us, you know. We work a lot more now on being healthy, so there's a different aesthetic appeal to it. But I think people appreciate differences, you know. Like there's guys here that look like bodybuilders. There's guys here that look like they throw around weight. So I think it's
there's guys that look like me, look like old guys.
Yeah, you look like both. So
yeah, my
there you go.
So, are you looking for open and honest talk about female bodybuilding, female muscle, competing, and more? Well, here it is. Make sure to watch me, Crystal Wildfire Anthony, on Spreading Like Wildfire on Muscle Sport TV. Not only will I give you my uncensored opinions, but I'll also show you some sexy muscle. Want to see more? Just come watch me on MuscleGirlsLive.com and follow me on Instagram at Crystal Wildfire Anthony. You want to be careful, though, not to get burned. It's hot, and it's going to be spreading like wildfire. Make sure you guys sign up. Watch us at Muscle Sport Mag, Muscle Sport TV, and come say hello.
The nose knows that the classic physique division just got a whole lot fucking better. Regan Grimes and Cody Montgomery, basically in the same week, I believe, announcing that they're both going to be moving to the newest division on the circuit. You got to look at this as a positive as a whole for the industry, because classic physique division, at least as far as I was concerned, I don't think it was really doing what people were hoping it was going to do when it first came out a couple of years ago. But I think with the addition of these two guys, especially Cody Montgomery, I think he's better suited for this division, especially because of his age also. He's such a young guy. He's 23. So I think he could have a great future ahead. Regan Grimes is young as well. But the thing that really stuck out is that Grimes went to Kuwait with the Camel Crew and Oxygen Gym, and the pictures that you saw online of him, I think they said he was up to 285. I mean, the guy looked fucking humongous. And then supposedly he came home for the Christmas holiday and then decided he didn't want to go back. Who knows what the true story is, and it's really none of our business, actually. And the fucking jerk-offs out there trying to, find out. Stay the fuck away from it. What do you give a fuck what the guy's it's his personal decision. You don't have to ask him what happened over there. You can ask him, why did you decide to go from open to classic? Yeah, that's a normal question that fucking even somebody writing for a high school newspaper would fucking know to ask. So that means there is a couple of people in this industry that wouldn't fucking know then. But I digress. We digress a lot at the Nose Knows. We like to have fun with this shit. Come on. So pretty much, Grimes, he may have, who knows, maybe these guys looked at Dallas McCarver situation and crystal balling it, said, you know what, this isn't going to be good for me over the long term, especially younger guys like these two. They don't want to, get fucking, get sick and drop fucking dead. So they're going into the classic physique division. And also, what you got to think of, maybe they have aspirations on becoming a perennial Olympia winner. Now, it's going to be hard to do so in the open for these two guys, especially at this stage of their careers. Doesn't mean they can't go back into the open at some point. But you have Flex Lewis and you have Phil Heath that have been like almost running dynasties here, winning every September in Vegas. So maybe one of these two guys is looking at that saying, this classic physique is wide open. Wide open for somebody to grab it by the horns and take over and be dominant in it. So they're looking at that type of strategy possibly, and it's not a bad strategy. I mean, it's money involved. They could win the big purse. You know, if they finish, 11th in the Olympia Open, they don't get shit. So they're looking at a lot of different things. I think health has a lot to do with it. You know, I think a lot of people got nervous with the McCarver situation, and it was a shitty, terrible thing, and I guess, hopefully never to be repeated. So maybe these guys are looking at it that way. I mean, everybody knows what goes on in Oxygen Gym. Let's not fucking pretend, So maybe Grimes was like, man, maybe he was talking it over with family members, and they were like, dude, bro, come on now, So either way, I think it's good for the industry that both of these guys who were popular, people enjoy watching them on stage. They're both of them are fan favorites. They're both young. They're both, have a long way to go. So let's see. Maybe one day one or both can always go back into the open. But right now, you got to look at them as possible favorites to be, champions in this new men's classic physique division. I mean, there is no runaway guy in it. I mean, especially judging by those first two Olympias, So I hope it's going to maybe get more people to make it a better division. Maybe you get more bodybuilders. I think it's better when you have bodybuilders going in than board shorts guys going in it. I think it's meant more for a bodybuilder than I think they should change the name to classic bodybuilding as well. The way it is known internationally and was for years overseas, the classic bodybuilding division was exactly what this is, but they wear the same bodybuilding trunks that the Open wears. They don't wear these type of trunks. So let's see what happens. It'll be interesting to see, especially Grimes, how he looks. How much does he come down? Because he's got a long way to go to come down. Because he was fucking huge in those photos that you saw from Kuwait. So the nose knows that the classic physique division is better and getting better. And I'm hoping that I do become a fan of it, because it's more fun when you like something and you got to fucking cover it for work, right?
Hey Robert, it's Jay Cutler, four-time Mr. Olympia here. I want to send a big thank you to yourself and your company, Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition, for the support of Cutler Nutrition.
What's up, everyone? This is Rich Piana. I just want to let you guys know you can get all my supplements at Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition.
At Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition.
Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition. I will see you there.
God damn it.
Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition. The Hulk will be you.
Store's freaking awesome, man. Pumped Up Fitness and Nutrition.
God damn it.
Come here, get all your 5% needs. Everything's fully in stock at all times here. It's 100% in stock. This store is fucking awesome.
I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Where else?
And thanks once again to the Fit Expo for their hospitality. We are going to be covering more Fit Expos. We got the one in Philly, there's Chicago. They're all over the place. you're going to see that Fit Expo sign. You're going to see MSM walking those halls, getting those interviews, doing those live shows, taking those photos and those videos with you guys, the part of the MSM fam. We want to make you part of the MS fam. If you're not, we want to put you in our magazines. We want to put you on our shows. We want to put you in our videos. That's what it's all about, guys and gals. Okay, so join us here once again in 1 week for the next episode of MSTV.